A very energetic morning to all of you. I hope you all are fine and studying well at your home. So, dear students, today our topic is The Last Bargain, written by Sri Rabindranath Tagore, a great poet. Do you know our national anthem is also written by Sri Rabindranath Tagore? So, this is a very interesting and wonderful poem. Here we have in this video the introduction of the poem, glossary, poem explanation and questions for practice. So, when we read the title of this poem, a word strikes in our mind. What is a bargain? As you see in first picture, the bargain is a deal which happens between two persons or two parties. Okay, a bargain is an agreement in which both parties promise to do something for each other. As the second picture, you can see in the second picture, a customer is buying something. Okay, for example, we all go to market to buy something. We give the shopkeeper money and the shopkeeper gives us things. So this is a bargain. The poem is in narrative form. It means our poet is Rabindranath Tagore, and the speaker in this poem is a man who is looking for a job. Now come to the introduction of the poem. The poem is about someone looking for a job. Means this is about a person, a man who is looking for a job. However, he wants to be hired without losing his freedom. He wants a job, but he does not want to lose his freedom. The poet tells us that he received offers from the rich, the powerful and the beautiful. However, he turns them all down, but he refused all three offers. At last, he met an innocent child. He immediately accepted his offer. Means the man accepted the last offer. So that the poem name is The Last Bargain. Yes, dear students, here we have some glossary so that you can understand the chapter very well, understand the poem very well. Hire, to get services of someone in return for payment. Stone paved road. As this is shown in first picture, the path of stones or the stony path. Chariot, a horse-drawn open vehicle, as this is shown in picture. Counted for naught. It means something that was of no worth. Crooked. Crooked means not straight. Crooked road means not a straight road. Pondered means thought. Turned away means went to the other side. Glistened. Glistened means shone. As you see in this picture, this beautiful picture, the sun is shining. So we can say the sun is glistening. Waves broke. Waves were striking on the shore. Waywardly, irregularly. Shells, hard outer coverings of small sea animals. As you can see in the last picture, these are shells. Henceforward, from now on, bargain stuck. It means deal was made. The deal was made. Now the first stanza, the time is morning time, and here this is shown in this picture. Here is a man who is our speaker, and he cried, "Come and hire me, come and hire me," I cried, while in the morning I was walking on the stone paved road. The man is coming on the road, is walking on the road, and he cried that come and hire me. And he was walking on a stone paved road, means stony road. And now he got the first proposal, the king's proposal. Sword in hand, the king came in his chariot. He held my hand and said, I will hire you with my power. But his power counted for naught, and he went away in his chariot. As early in the morning a man walked along the stony roads of the city, offering himself for a hire. Going in his chariot, a king saw him. As you can see in this picture, he offered, means king offered to buy him, offering his power in return. His power did not seem of much worth to the man, so he refused this offer, and the king moved on. The king went away in his chariot. Now, stanza number 2. Now, the second proposal he got, the rich man's proposal. In the heat of the midday, the houses stood with shut doors. I wandered along the crooked lane. An old man came out with his bag of gold. He pondered and said, I will hire you with my money. He weighed his coins one by one, but I turned away. Dear students, as this is shown in this picture, there is a rich old man and he is saying to the man, I will hire you with my money. Yes, the man walked on in the heat of afternoon. He roamed about in crooked lanes. All the doors were shut. An old man came out with his bag of gold. As you can see, he thought and then offered to hire the man with gold. But this offer could also not attract the man, and he went the other way. Now, stanza 3. This is the time of evening. Now, this is third proposal, the beauty's proposal. Proposal by a beautiful girl. Now, it was evening. The garden hedge was all aflower. The fair maid came out and said, I will hire you with a smile. Her smile paled and melted into tears, and she went back alone into the dark. Now it was evening. The garden hedge was filled with flowers. Hedge means a boundary of a garden. You may have seen in some gardens a boundary made by plants or bushes. This is called hedge. The garden hedge was filled with flowers. A beautiful girl came to the man. She offered the man her smile in return for his work. Soon, however, her smile weakened or faded and changed into tears. So she had to return alone into the darkness because the man refused the proposal also. Now, stanza number 4, the last proposal, and the time is evening time. The sun glistened on the sand and the sea waves broke waywardly. A child sat playing with shells. He raised his head and seemed to know me and said, I hire you with nothing. From henceforward, that bargain stuck in child's play made me a free man. The evening sun shone on the sand, as this is shown in first picture. The sea waves were breaking on the shore. There was a child playing with his shells. He lifted his head and looked at the man. He seemed to understand him. He offered to hire the man without payment. Now the man got very happy. The man accepted the offer, and from then onwards, he played with the child. In doing so, he remained a free man. Means this was the best bargain for him because he remained a free man. still. Now, dear students, now this is time for practice. Now we have some questions for practice. Our first question is, who is the speaker in the poem? You all know, you all have read the poem carefully. You know who is the speaker in the poem? A man in search of a job is the speaker in the poem. Second question is, here is a sentence, the king sword in hand suggests. What does the sentence suggest? Wealth, power, more power than wealth. So the answer will be more power than wealth. Now our third question is, the old man offered the speaker a lot of money. Why did he turn down the offer? It means, why did he refuse the offer, the proposal? The answer is, the old man offered the speaker a lot of money, but the man did not need money, so it was of no worth to him. Therefore, he turned down the old man's offer. Now, the question fourth is, how did the speaker feel after talking to the child on the beach? Yes, this is our last stanza, and you all know, dear students, that how the speaker felt. The speaker felt very satisfied and happy after talking to the child on the beach. He was satisfied because now he got the best bargain, the best in return for his labor, and he was happy because after bargaining he remained free. He still remained free. Thank you all of you, and have a nice learning.